for me, and it was one that's I think is easier to kind of hang on to all year long. To just you have to do something personal for yourself. Just try to do something to make somebody else's life better, or the world a little bit better.
All right, and it's that's one topic that we could go on about forever, but it's always funny because normally they are not kept, and the last couple of days, a day, a week. Usually, if the person is a little bit stronger, they'll hold on till the end of January, and then February it's back to normal.
Yeah, it's kind of a lost a lost cause at this point. I don't think they're ever going to be taken seriously. I just we do silly things.
Oh yeah, but it's funny too to call someone out on it. Weren't you supposed to start working out this year? Well, yeah. The thing about that is I got lazy. I'll do it next year, sort of thing, right?
Yeah, that's the thing with a gym membership. You don't get healthier because you have a gym membership. You actually have to go.
Yeah. Hey, that's it. It's all about the motivation, right? So.
Yeah, absolutely.
So let's get back to the album Dig Love, because like I said, now they've realized it's the old album, which is good anyways. But Another Trip Around the Sun, this one, like I said, I really got into because I like the melody for one, and I really, really enjoy the flow and the tempo of the whole song. Because, I mean, like you're saying, with Overx, you got a point across, but it was chill at the same time. So it was like a hard-hitting tune, but not in the normal, we'll call it, dark manner.
Yeah, it's that whole ending refrain. It's obviously where the title of the album came from. It was the last thing I recorded. I didn't even have the name of the album until I started singing that at the end. I started singing some gibberish, and eventually started singing the words "Dig Love," and wow, it's like everything came together at one time. But that whole ending piece with a nylon string guitar playing, which is it's the only place in the whole album you're going to hear that type of guitar. And I did that specifically because I didn't want it to get too heavy, too loud.
Right.
But like I said, doing it live, it just felt so much better to be assertive with people, singing that chorus and singing that refrain and having a couple wailing guitars in the background and the band kicking. It's always a lot of fun.
Fair enough. Right on. Well, moving on to some other songs here, just because it's kind of interesting that you mentioned that he didn't kind of pick the Telltale album until like he finished up Another Trip Around the Sun. Now, a lot of the songs on the album, I mean, I'm not sure if that's just the way the album kind of panned out. I mean, we talked a little bit about it not too long ago, and was there like a certain, after you started getting the songs like slowly but surely kind of put together, did you try to organize? I mean, not organize the format of how the tracks were going to go, but was there like a theme involved at any time, or just kind of happened because a lot of songs seem similar, not necessarily lyrically, but like title wise, it seemed that they could tie into each other.
I had the answer to that. I wish I could say it was brilliant and say yes. And I guess I could, but I'm not prone to lying about it. I'm pretty humble when it comes to that stuff. No, I had this group of songs. Now I may have subconsciously gone there,
right?
But I really didn't. I didn't think about necessarily thematically everything connecting up right. If it happened, and I think sometimes it does, it's subconscious. You're working with these songs for so long, and you kind of know where they're going and how they're flowing. And from a musical standpoint, it's really we've done the album by track by track a number of times, and it's really a difficult change for me if I'm playing acoustic up top, because I'm changing keys and doing things that wouldn't be a normal way to set up a live show.
Right.
But it just felt good. It felt like there was movement tempo-wise and enough energy there to have it move from Rise Up to Another Day Around the Sun. And the Rise Up was the only song I knew. I knew that was the opener. I knew that was going to kick it in. But the first person that reviewed the CD said, did you set it up so it would be like a day in the life type of thing?
Right.
And I said, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not consciously. But again, I think subconsciously these songs are, they're a part of who I am. They're a part of I always refer to it as the fabric of who I am. They're part of me. They've come in. So I'm closer to them than maybe I want to admit sometimes.
Well, fair enough. For me personally, what I got out of a lot of songs was change, just like change and evolving. And before you even hear the song, just by looking at the titles, it kind of ties into that, because without hearing the actual lyrics and then the music to Another Trip Around the Sun, at first glance, like when I see a title like that, I'm thinking the Earth revolving around the sun, and it's time for a new era, kind of every time it goes around, sort of thing.
Right. Yeah.
And so I mean that's just what came to mind to me. And home again, returning home after you've kind of regrouped and that sort of thing. And so that's what I got from it.
Yeah, I really should have just promoted the whole thing as a concept album from the beginning. I planned it all this way, man. I worked on it so hard.
But well, like I said, it was just a curious question, because I mean, majority of the times it's not done on purpose. I mean, it's one of those things they only realize after the fact that, wow, it actually kind of seems like that, but it was not done on purpose by any means. The song
I'm sure other artists have found themselves in the same place after they've released something that there was a concept underneath that was there that maybe even they weren't aware of consciously.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happened here. Is now when I see it, and it's kind of why lyrically the album works so well, playing it track by track live. I think people can relate and follow through and kind of take that journey from beginning to end.
Absolutely, because like I have asked other bands that same question, and each time the response was, not on purpose, but yeah, I can kind of see that, but it just man, it's like the tunes sounded good the way they're flowing, and production wise it made sense. Like, yeah, well, cool, like
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. I think that it's a natural thing if these songs kind of reside in you long enough. You're a lot closer to them than you think you are.
Absolutely. So we're gonna get to another song off the album, and kind of flying a little flow here myself. We're gonna go with "Seize the Moment" from Dig Love, Eddy Mann.
Has a dream, one that's unheard and unseen. Maybe it just occurred, like a prayer that's been answered. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Take leave of the harbor. All ships were meant to sail, meant to sail. Don't be foolish, be wise. Follow the heart that has eyes. Reach for that hidden brass ring. Live the rich life of a king. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Seize the moment, take leave of the harbor. All ships were meant to sail. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Seize the moment, take leave of the harbor. All ships ships were meant to sail, meant to sail. Just do it, just do it, just do it now. Just do it, just do it, just do it now. Just do it, just do it, just do it now. Just do it, just do it, just do it now. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Seize the moment, take leave of the harbor, all ships were meant to sail. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Seize the moment, take leave of the harbor, all ships were meant to sail. Seize the moment, embrace the hour, faithfully weather the gale. Seize the moment, take leave of the harbor, all ships were meant to sail.
Seize the Moment, Eddy Mann, from his album Big Love. Now, this was pretty positive to say the least. Like, I enjoy it just because it kind of, well, it makes you think, for one. It just gives you different aspect of things, of just like, to kind of start doing that, because that's one phrase which is kind of cliche, because a lot of people have the drive and they want to do it, and then it kind of fades super quick.
Yeah, I had read a story about a king that had a fleet of ships built, and these ships were, they were built to bring him great wealth and that kind of stuff.
Right.
But he loved the fleet so much that he was afraid to have the fleet leave port, that something would happen to it, and this gale blew up and actually sunk the whole fleet in port. So I thought, wow, it's a real pretty cool metaphor for each one of us, that each one of us is kind of a ship that's meant to sail. That we need to, not be fearful of going out and trying things and taking advantage of opportunities. Sometimes it's not a scary opportunity; it's just an opportunity that maybe we don't think we're right for or we're ready for. And I've been pretty fortunate in my life that I've been prepared for the opportunities that were presented to me, and I've been able to take advantage of them. But I just think, and I've known a lot of people in the past that weren't, so I want to champion that thought process of just go for it, man.
No, absolutely.
Believe in yourself and go for it.
Absolutely. I mean, there's some stuff that, well, this for one, they wouldn't be doing if I hadn't said, I really want to do this. So, for example, right there.
Yeah, well, the first time I played guitar, people threw pennies at me, so I deserved it. I was pretty good. So it's all relative, you just I didn't run away and put it in the closet and not take it out again, I better practice a little more before I do this again.
Oh man, I remember when I first started learning how to play, and learning from some friends who've been playing for a while already, and they were pretty good, and it's just one of those things. And I tried like learning from this one kid, And I was like, that's